Hello, I originally was going to make this just for my existing patients to help explain all of the different things that could be going on and how we can help and all the different services that we have and I have to offer. Then I also realised that if you are in pain, if you're maybe fatigued, low energy, or you don't have enough energy to do everything that you want to do, so maybe you're not fatigued, maybe you just haven't got all that vitality and pizzazz that you want. Maybe you're a bit unfocused, you're not as confident as you want to be, or maybe you've got immune system problems, maybe you're going through a major challenge such as chemotherapy and you want some help making sure that that's going to work as well as it possibly can, because I have some experience in all of that. So I want to go through, first of all, what this means, go through what we can do, and then if you're not an existing client, stick to the end. I'll actually tell you some things that you can do for free or some of our paid programs. And if you are an existing patient or client and you are interested in some of the things that I'm speaking about because I haven't told you everything that we can do, then by all means ring up and let me know. So this is the health triangle, and I've got a new approach to this. I'm going to come back to this. You're going to see some stuff and I'm going to come back to it as well. The health triangle. So there are a lot of ways to look at health. Okay, and very often there are three major areas that kind of damage our health. Let's go for a different colour here, shall we? Okay, so let's say you've come to me because you're in pain, or you've got some pain. So we have the physical, basically. Physical. So actual physical damage to our body. Okay, and so this represents our body, but it also at the end of the day represents our cells. So whether you're talking about a cell in your bone or your muscle or your tendon, i.e. physical damage has happened physically to cells, or whether you're talking about cells in your heart or your nerves, again, damage can happen to them. Okay, then you have what's happening in the world of nutrition plus toxins. Okay, so everything that you're putting into your body, both consciously and unconsciously. So if you're not putting in enough of the good stuff, then you're not going to be able to rebuild ligaments, muscles, tendons, or brain cells, for instance. And if your body is basically getting overburdened with toxins, which is actually very, very likely in this day and age, blue whales in the middle of the ocean are actually now getting high blood pressure from air pollution. So there's pollution in the oceans, there's air pollution out in the middle of the ocean. So it doesn't matter if you live in a city or not. Yes, in a city, air pollution is terrible, but even if you're not living in a city, even if you're living in green fields, you're still living on a planet, you're going to be suffering from air pollution, and there's some things you can do to get that stuff out of you. And then there's emotional stroke stress, because even if you're not feeling the stress still has a toll on the body. It's like carrying a physical load. You need certain nutrients to switch stress off. You need to move to turn stress off. So all these things can affect our body, and they affect our cells, because emotional stress does actually affect our cells. It affects our muscle tension, our nervous tension, actually affects our immune system as well. Same with this, that affects our immune system, our muscles. This affects our immune system, our muscles, our brain. It all affects one another. And so whether you are talking about pain, whether you're talking about energy, whether you're talking about immunity, so you could be talking about bowel health as well. And again, your brain does not work if it's not got enough of these things going into it as well. So all of these things, yes, I originally trained as a chiropractor, and I've done lots of physio training and extra neurological training as well. I've done a lot of training with nutrition and detoxification. I'll go through some programs in a minute. And I've done a lot of work up here as well. I'm currently writing a book about my stoic stay in hospital and the tools that helped me when all of this went calamitous, and how basically I got through it. Okay, so there you go. So let's talk about some of the emotional side of the stuff. Some of the stuff that helped me was my Unbeatable mind training, and this was actually put together by a Navy SEAL. Okay, Navy SEAL, and the Unbeatable mind operating system. And so this is something that for my coaching clients for mental toughness, which I was doing before I went into hospital, and now I'm more determined than ever to do it. There's the heroic protocol, which is 7 steps to building huge anti-fragility. So that means if you get knocked down, you come back stronger. There's high performance coaching, there's mental performance coaching as well. So there's a number of different ways that I can help people really change how they perceive stress and everything bad that goes on. Then, okay, we have the nutrition. We have foundational nutrition. That's why I put nutrition at the bottom, because unless you've got everything going right into your body and your brain will not work properly. As well as if you haven't got the right thoughts going down, you're not actually going to absorb your nutrients properly. So you've got to do both. There's a prep 1 stage, there's a prep 2 stages. This is preparing your body and making sure it's got all the right stuff in it. So it steps up in levels. And there's 5 days, 7 day, and even a 90-day program to clear toxins and rubbish from your body, or to rejuvenate you, to regulate your blood sugar, to lose weight, or even maybe to gain muscle, and generally work better. But how do we know where to start? Well, there's physical examination, and so yes, if you're local, you can come in and get a physical examination. I'll tell you more about that in a minute. But if you're not local, then yeah, we can do some stuff on Zoom, but also I could refer you to a local physical practitioner. In fact, I do have people coming to me for pain, not here, that's on Zoom, because they're chiropractor, they're osteopath, they're physio. They're doing all the physical stuff, but they're still in pain, so they can't run because of an ankle problem. That was one of the first things I worked with nutritionally over Zoom, was someone whose ankle injury just was not getting better until we actually put them through the 90-day detox program, and then all of a sudden they could run again. Then there's the emotional stress. There's questionnaires. There's a questionnaire for stress. There's a questionnaire for how you perceive yourself and well-being, and there are things you can work on. There's also an Unbeatable Mind leadership questionnaire if you're someone that wants to know how to lead people better, or even just lead yourself better. So there's a range of questionnaires that have been shown to help. There's physical assessments that you can do at home as well, and then here there are actually questionnaires that can really help pinpoint what's the organ dysfunction. Is it the cells? So this again represents cellular health. Is it the cells in your heart that need help? Is it the cells in your thyroid that need help? Because at the end of the day, all the cells of your body need pretty much the same nutrients, which is why there's prep 1 and prep 2, which is fairly similar for most people. And then you get into the individual stuff. Once you've actually got the basics and the foundations correct, then you can start going through, okay, you need this, you need this, you need that. So there's questionnaires, but there's also blood tests. Normal blood tests that your doctor has probably already done can be very, very revealing, because medical doctors and their understanding of biochemistry and physiology is not as good as I had originally thought when I started analysing blood tests from the training that I've actually got on blood tests. And I've actually had doctors tell me the reason they don't tell you about what it means to have high triglycerides is because they don't know what to do if you have high triglycerides. The reason they don't tell you about your kidney dysfunction, which is plain to see sometimes, is because until it's got so bad, the only thing they can offer is kidney dialysis. So they don't tell you about your kidney dysfunction. Likewise, a few other parameters, they can be completely pathologically wrong. But because doctors don't have the training to tell you what to do, they just tell you there's nothing wrong. And even the lab says, there's nothing to do. But remember, the lab that puts that on the blood test, they don't know your symptoms, they've never met you. Whereas actually, when you do lots of work with physiology, you can tell what's really going on. You can actually help unravel, okay, you need some work on your nutrition. So, if you've already come to me, then I've probably already told you and given you an idea that you need some other work. but maybe I didn't tell you about all of the different programs we have. If you're someone that you have got some kind of health problem, you don't know where to start, you don't know what to do, then message me if this is on Facebook or if this is on YouTube. Go to one of my websites, beatbloodpressure.com or bodyimbalanceuk.com. So I'll put some links in the description if this is on YouTube. If it's on Facebook, I'll probably put a message me tab. So message me with your phone number so that we can just give you a quick call. And you can talk to me, tell me what's going on. It's not going to be a full consultation. There's going to be no pressure. We can have a chat wherever you are in the country. It really doesn't matter. And we can have a chat and get a bit of an idea. I can send you some things to do, and I can either give you some free stuff, or you can take a basic first step, or you can go for a full-on consultation. And I'll tell you whether or not I can help you or not from when we have the basic call. So reach out. Just message me your phone number. You can message me your email address as well if you want to, but let's start by actually talking so we can actually get to really know what's going on, because that's the best way. So there's lots of hassling backwards and forwards with stuff. So message me your phone number. And if you're a client and you're interested in the detoxification, or you're looking at coaching to get clarity and confidence, then let me know. So hope that's been worthwhile for you. Oh yes, the other thing. I've spoken about all the bad effects. Apart from here, I've spoken about you've got to put nutrients in to build, but also everything here can either be a plus because it can be damage, or it can be minus to your health because it's damage, or it can be good, plus or minus. So here you have good nutrients, or you have toxins and food. Here you can actually make yourself mentally stronger, which actually means that as you get mentally stronger, it can actually help the physical and the nutrition. But again, if you've got an emotional problem that's been stuck with you for a long time, it might be because there's something physical causing damage to your body, and your body is basically trying to rebuild your body physically and your brain physically, so it hasn't got time to work out what's happening emotionally because they're really complicated. Or it could be that your brain's not getting better because of a lack of nutrition. So all of these things, this can be fortified. Your nutrition can always get better, so you can run faster if you're an athlete. Your physical body and your neurology can be really, really tuned up, so you can run faster. There's a lot of athletes in America who swear by chiropractic, a particular form of chiropractic, because they run faster, they work better. So if you want to improve your performance, and again, Navy SEALs, okay, they don't go in having mental issues, and they've got a system to help decrease post-traumatic stress disorder and actually get post-traumatic growth. So if you want to learn how to basically make everything bad that happens to you into something good, then let's get trained before something bad happens. And that's what the Unbeatable Mind and the Heroic Protocol are all about. They can help you whether you've already been through trauma, but it's fantastic if you've never been through trauma to make you really strong. And then there's nutrition to be the foundation of this. Literally, you could put any of these as the foundation. It just depends on your point of view. They're all the foundation, but at the end of the day, they're all you. And this is one of the common things that's missing from medicine. Medicine takes you up as you're a heart, you're a brain, you're a blood pressure problem. But at the end of the day, it all interlinks. Anyway, I've now made it thoroughly unclear, but hopefully you are now clear because you watched this from the beginning. It's all you, and I look forward to helping you further. Bye for now. The phone number, just in case, 01707 662 704. Bye for now.